Levi, what's the deal?
Oh, I'm just having a hard time trying to figure this out.
I don't think the Ego pressure washers are supposed to be that cordless.
No, that's not it. Now, all jokes aside, this pressure washer does have a hose, and it also puts out 3,200 PSI and 1.2 gallons per minute. But it does all of this with just 2 batteries and no cord. So in today's video, we're gonna try something a little bit different. What we're gonna be doing is actually doing a rinseless wash using the Ego pressure washer. That's right, rinseless wash pressure washing. So because we're using a battery powered pressure washer, we thought, why not wash a dirty battery powered Chevy Bolt? And I think this runs off of Ego batteries too. So let's assemble our setup and get started. All right, so as you saw, I mixed up a bucket of rinseless. That's right, RRW at 256 to 1. And this unit comes with a little siphon hose, and you can stick this right here in the bucket and pull from whatever's in that bucket. Now, you can hook this up to your normal city water connection, a garden hose, a big huge tank, whatever your mobile rig is set up with. Heck, there's a creek right over there. I'm sure we could pull water out of that creek if we wanted to. So as you see behind me, I've got my detailing cart. And if you haven't watched my episode of what's in my detailing cart, you should go back and watch it, because I've got all my stuff in my little Husky totes ready to rock and roll and get this car washed. So now we've gotten 3 sides of the car wet, and we still have this last panel to get wet. However, we have used 2 gallons of water, or 2 gallons of rinseless. So this car, you could probably do the whole thing on about 2 buckets, 8 gallons of water that you could mix up. Now, if you're washing something bigger, like my Suburban or a van or your truck or something else, you are gonna need at least to have some access to water, or a water tank, or whatever you're gonna need to be able to do this. For the video though, we just wanted to show you that you can do anything with this pressure washer. So as you can see, it's got a low, a high, and a turbo feature. Now, one of the neat things about this gun is if you want to run low pressure wash, you can. We're on a low pressure setting right now. And as you can see, it's very nice. We'll go to a high pressure. You can see we got a little more pressure here, a little more power. We can go to turbo. And now we're using all the power we have. Now, utilizing turbo method, you're gonna pull a lot more fluid, and you are gonna use a little more electricity from your batteries. So you do wanna make sure that you are watching this little dial to let you know exactly how much juice you have left. After rinsing the car off with the Ego pressure washer, I'm really impressed with the power, how light it is, how smooth and linear the water pressure is. It's actually really nice, and I think I might take it home with me just because I kind of want it. Now, because we're using DI water, hey, I can let this kind of chill out here, and I don't have to worry about water spots. And because it's got RRW in it, and it's a Zwitter ionic capabilities and water softening properties, I don't have to worry about getting water spots all over this too. So it actually makes it really good doing this, because not only was I able to get the first layer of dirt off, but I was able to encapsulate a ton of grit and grime and all that other stuff, the pollen, the dust, all that stuff. Super cool. I will say the biggest thing in the industry that has changed the most is the quality of pressure washers. You know, back when I was a young detailer, if you tried to buy an electric pressure washer, it didn't have any power to it. You couldn't really get the level of strength of PSI that you wanted to get out of it. Plus, no one ever wanted to run an electric pressure washer for their detailing business, because well, then you have to get a bigger generator. And a lot of pressure washers had the capacity to be gas powered, obviously, but diesel powered. And so for some of us looking at, oh man, maybe I'll start a mobile rig when I had my shop, I was pricing it out to how do I get either a gas powered pressure washer that didn't rattle and knock out my eardrums all day, but also how do I find one that's got great pressure? Nowadays, I mean, for the same price as those previous gas and diesel pressure washers, you can get that pressure washer, which does a ton of stuff and has the capacity. You could run full solar on your detailing rig, on your mobile rig, that could charge while you're out working. I mean, we've got sun out here. You could charge those batteries up and run chargers and inverters and all that stuff in your rig, run your machine off of that, and you've got free energy instead of having to pay for gas and a generator. And now this has PPF on it, and the bugs are stuck, I think, into the PPF, but no match for the Ultra Clay scrubber. We're using the bug side, and we're getting those guys off safely and easily. Now, if I was to start a mobile detailing business nowadays, I probably would figure out and learn everything I could to build a solar powered trailer or truck. So now if this is your first video you're watching of us and you're like, man, what kind of wash is that guy doing? Well, we made a rinseless wash video. You can go watch it. Actually, we made 2 of them. We got a master of rinseless and does this scratch, actually utilizing this product, our RW. So actually we'll make a little link in here for you to go watch those. So the rinseless is starting to dry on the surface, and I thought, well, I'll just grab my sponge and I'll run around real quick and squirt some water on it, and then we won't have to worry about it. And if I had my IK sprayer, probably would have just sprayed it. But we've got rinseless in this, so we're just gonna spray it. So the 1500 is probably too big of a towel for a car this size, but it is my favorite because, well, I have a big Suburban and I have a couple cars and I have a trailer, and it just drinks it all. So if you guys want to see us test the limits of the 1500, put it down in the comments below. So the wash is done, the wheels are done. Technically I still got to go around, hit them with a dressing on the tires, and I still got to hit the wheels with maybe like some sort of detail spray just to clean them up, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. So what we're going to do though is dress the tires, and we're going to be using the newest product from Coach Chemi, and this is tire glaze, an exterior plastic care, and it's glossy. So you can use this on your plastics, you can use it on the rubber, and it's like PSS, but not quite as thin. It's a little thicker, it's got a little more body to it. We're just gonna put it on the tire here. And what's nice is this has a little more body than PSS, but it has the same level of protection and shine and all that stuff. So if you want to add more shine to it, you can add another coat, or you can just add a single layer, come back, hit it with a towel, knock it down a bit. But you can also add it to your exterior plastics too, and they will dry to the touch, which is really nice as well. So as you can see, if I want to just add it right there to this guy, got that, and then I can just flip this applicator, give it a little buff off. We're done. All right, so there you have it. Pretty simple wash. Anybody can do this at home. If you have an IK sprayer or even like the bigger pump sprayers, you can do this too. But one of the coolest features about this Ego pressure washer not only is the 3 different speed settings in pressure, I guess you could say, the low, the high, and the turbo mode, but the ability to draw water from anywhere, including a bucket full of rinseless. So as you can see, we got the car cleaned up. We got probably 4 gallons, 5 gallons of rinseless that we went through today, and we've got a clean car here in a random spot without any power. So as always, guys, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and for a list of all the fine products we use today, you can see them right below me. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.